A Palm Desert man is reliving the terrifying night he was assaulted in his own home. He says he was attacked by the same man now accused in 2 murders in Palm Springs. News Channel 3's Madison Weil spoke exclusively with Henry Fraley and his mother about their harrowing account of surviving the attack.
It's an experience that most people cannot even imagine. Confronting an intruder inside your home and then fighting for your life. Today I met Henry and Renee Fraley, a mother and son who shared their harrowing account of surviving an attack from a man that police are now calling a murderer.
The world seems to have gone mad, but I never expected it in my own home.
Renee and Henry Fraley were both sound asleep inside their Palm Desert home on the night of August 15th.
I woke up to get a bottle of water around 4:20 in the morning, and when I left my bedroom door, there was a man in front of me.
Henry, Renee's son, walks me through what happened.
Yeah, he came in through here, tried the doorknob.
After entering through the garage door, the intruder met Henry in the hallway outside his bedroom.
There was a man standing right here, and so close that I could touch him. And in fact, he reached out and punched me right in the face.
I opened the door to hear him yelling that there was an intruder in the house, to call 911, and to give him the gun that is in my room.
Henry says at that point, the intruder fled their home. They didn't know if he had ever been caught or identified. When I arrived at their home on Friday, I shared the man has now been identified as 31-year-old Luis Flores Cantor, the same man suspected of killing 2 Palm Springs residents while burglarizing their homes earlier this year.
I'm so glad that you came by and, broke the news.
Yes, we had someone come into our home, and yes, my purse was taken, but to find out that he was a murderer.
They share that Henry has lived in New York for a decade.
Who knows what could have happened?
In a rare moment, they say the pandemic a blessing because it meant he was by her side during this year.
To have my life and to have Henry here, that was just God's will that he happened to be with me.
In Palm Desert, Madison Weil, News Channel 3.
What a story. We have continuing coverage and an in-depth look at Cantor's criminal history on our website. It's a long one. Also at KSQ.com, we have an exclusive interview with the wife of Jenny Dillon. Cantor is now accused in Dillon's murder in Palm Springs back in January.